Hey y'all, I'm here to give information about Real ID. I haven't found a video that was short enough and straight to the point that I wanted to post it on my story, but I feel like this information is very important for all of us to know so that we can be on our P's and Q's and make sure that we're prepared. So what is a Real ID? A Real ID is a state-issued ID card, also I took notes, and driver's license that can be used as a federally recognized form of identification. So once you go to the DMV and get your standardized driver's license or identification card switch over to a Real ID, then it will come with a black or gold star on the right upper corner of your driver's license or ID. And this is an example right here. This is the star, and this is an example for Delaware. It'll be different for each state, but that's standard. There will be a gold or black star on the top right corner. Sounds a little familiar. But what do you need in order to do that transition? So once you go to the DMV, this is for Maryland. I currently reside in Maryland. So what you will need is either a U.S. birth certificate, a U.S. passport, 2 proofs of residency, 1 proof of Social Security, or a certificate of naturalization, a certificate of citizenship, or a consular report of birth abroad. It will cost Marylanders $72 in order to switch from a standardized identification to a real identification. Each requirement and each dollar amount to go ahead with the transition varies state to state. I have a lot of people in Colorado, Georgia, I have some people in Texas, California. I implore you, or I encourage you to look at what your state requires to get to transition and how much it will cost. And I encourage you to get that done right away. And tell your family members and friends as well. What happens if you don't get it done? Don't meet the deadline. The deadline, if I haven't mentioned, is May 7th of this year, 2025. You will have to start traveling with your passport or other forms of identification to travel to go to U.S. airports. They're not going to accept standardized identification anymore after May 7th. You will have to, if you don't get your real identification, you will have to start traveling with your passport, regardless if it's international or domestic. So why is this very important? It is important because although the government claims it will improve the driver's license security, once it will be fully implemented, this would give unprecedented tracking data of individuals and bring the government into the center of every citizen's life. They're transitioning from state to a full-on national data database of everyone's driver's license and or identification. It's not just going to be state to state, it's going to be everybody on the same platform. This can have a very disruptive impact on privacy. So, you have to get this done. I'm not saying you have to, but I would suggest, if you don't mind traveling with your passport or domestic or international flights, that's fine. It's just like I said, because there's a lot of suspicious activity around the 14th Amendment, in which the 14th Amendment is about birthright citizenship, and they are actively trying to find ways to strike that 14th Amendment down. Please, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, always look for correct, unbiased information, keep your eyes open, stay woke, stay safe. I'm sending a lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of prosperity, and a lot of light.